I'm Bill Blezard, the CEO of Packaging Technology Group, a C12 member for 8 years, and I've got 2 stories of God's goodness this year. Jesus said in John 12, he said that if I be lifted up, I will draw men unto me. And so I take that as a real serious mandate. So this year, in 2019, one of the things that we did was to actually have a dedication of our new addition on our building. And one of the things we wanted to do is really raise up Christ in the business park where we do business. So we put together really a party to really set a stone in place to say this is something God has done, and we want to glorify what God is doing and what God has done in our business, because PTG would be nothing without the Lord. And so we actually put together an entire party. We had a worship team come in. We had a local pastor, my pastor, come to actually officiate the ceremony. And one of the things that we wanted to do that was really different was to actually send out invitations to all of the businesses in our park, which there's about 30. And it was amazing. We took the step of faith. We shared a little bit of scripture of why we're doing a dedication and what the biblical premise for it is, and that we wanted to actually share this with everybody. So we sent out invitations not only to other businesses, but to some of our vendors. The response was beyond what we could ever have imagined. We ended up having about 10 or 12 businesses in the park send ambassadors. Some sent entire staffs. But one of the things that we thought was really interesting was we actually, in addition to our own dedication of our building and our business, we offered it to the park during that ceremony if somebody else wanted to have their business actually dedicated at the same time. We offered for that too. We were blown away. We had 5 or 6 businesses that actually asked for their businesses to be dedicated at the same time. So during the dedication service, we actually dedicated their businesses as well, and the ambassadors or the people representatives of those companies came up and dedicated their businesses to the Lord. So the impact was amazing. Beyond that, our own employees were able to come and see and worship God. Many of them have never been part of a worship service. Many of them know the Lord, but some don't. And it was amazing as we looked out upon the audience, and some of our very own employees had their phones up and were actually taping the worship service. So God is so good, and that's one of our great stories for 2019, a wonderful God story. God has been so faithful to us.